Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen, the Alliance for Loki, and this is war number 2, and so I'm on path 5 against deathless Thanos. I'm going in with Dust. Of course, the biggest decision is always what synergy champion am I going to use. I went with Kamala Khan, because I made my special attack unblockable after a sandstorm. I don't actually think I used this at all. Anyway, let's skip through all this, all the boosting, and let's go right to the fight. Okay, here we are. So this fight is Deathless Thanos, rank 4, of course, and the goal in this fight is to intercept. So he has one node on him. It's the one where he has like 60% protection, which goes away for, I think it's 10 seconds if you intercept him, and he also has and you also gain force charges by intercepting. So I start off with a 5-hit combo, build up my sand, and then unleash my sandstorm, and now it's all about intercepting. And so that's always a tough part in this fight. And there, I miss it there, and finally, nope, miss it there, and have to bait out another special. Of course, he throws lots of specials. Just his energized power gain is pretty strong. Okay, and now I throw off my first SP1. I have 7 charges, and my Sandstorm's about to expire. The nice thing about Sandstorm is it makes me immune to Unstoppable. And of course, while trying to intercept, if I would say hit into his block when he had his Unstoppable ability, then he would just counterattack me and really wreck me. So that is... That's why I want to make sure I basically have Sandstorm on all the time when I'm counterattacking him. Here it is again. I'm up to 14 charges, doing okay damage. He's got him 6% down. I really need to start amping up, get another intercept, which is great, and bait out his special. Luckily, he really likes to throw specials, and get another one. So I'm up to 28, which is pretty powerful. Start doing okay damage. Really didn't get too many crits, and just trying to get another intercept in there. And once again, run out of the sandstorms, which is fine. So I'm just waiting for the cooldown, build up my passives a little bit. So trying to get as many sandstorm buffs and debuffs as I can. I wonder if I should have used the node where I got extra sandstorms, or the debuffs. Okay, that one does pretty good damage. 251,000 is not bad. Have a lot of force charges now, and trying to get another intercept. Intercepting is always so hard. There it is. But the protection comes on right as I throw the intercept, which is really sad because, I would have done so much damage then. And so it's a little hard keeping track of everything, but I do need to get another intercept. I get hit there. So right, I have the indestructible on, it absorbs that. Now I'm waiting to build up another sandstorm. And so, yeah, the fight time is ticking though. That's the problem. And I have not done that much damage. Sort of at an okay point with my force charges, but need to get some more and need to get rid of the passive. So now I'm looking for an intercept. Here I get hit. That's bound to happen at least once. But, okay, and then I get parried, and so I'm feeling the crunch of the time. And then this happens. Okay, and I try to get an intercept, miss, and try to get an intercept, miss. And now I lose my sandstorm, so I can't try for intercepts anymore. Just sort of waiting out. And here it goes again, trying to wait for my sandstorm. There it is. Bait this out. I do have an SP3. I don't know if this was the right move or not. I feel like it wasn't, but I go ahead and throw it because the thing is to go give me a sandstorm, which is great, and it's going to put me right at an SP2, which is great. That's when I'm trying to do my most damage. And so I thought, okay, maybe this is the right place. So looking for an intercept, of course, always looking for an intercept. And not getting it. There it is. Okay, and I can throw a pretty big SP2. And, good damage there. He's stunned, though, and I don't really want to attack him just because of too much power gain. I dex his special 2. And now I'm trying to build up and trying to get another attack in. Again, really good damage. I probably should have gone for the intercept. I guess it's so hard just because I had the advantage there to get the SB1 off while he had his protection down and everything else. And so, yeah, now I'm just going to have to build up to my sandstorm again and go let him throw a special, which he does. So the same routine over and over with this fight. And so it is, it just ends up being really slow. So I had a minute left. I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. So I feel like I'm going to time out. I'm only 50% left and a majority of my time is gone. Throw a big SB2, that's fine. This stun actually slows everything down, but now I'm just trying to move a little quicker. It's just hard to move quick against him. And hit him and get the intercept, get the SP1 off, you know, get a huge damage, like 500,000, 37%. But yeah, now I know I'm not going to finish this fight, which makes me sad. My sandstorm's about to be able to be refreshed, so I figure, okay, let's get this refreshed and let's try to go again. Okay, there's a sandstorm. Now I want to get an intercept, and of course, getting the intercept just takes so much time. And then it gets a special, so after dex that, it's more time. And there, don't get the intercept. I feel like I just have to go for it anyway. Still doing pretty good damage, even with all the protections on him. But that is the end of the fight, and so I time out. So that's my first death of the season is a timeout. So that's 5 minutes of fighting for a timeout. So I mean, I feel like my strategy was okay. So I go ahead in and jump back in for round 2. After watching this fight, I would say, what changes would I make? I guess I'd try to become better at light intercepts. Like maybe light intercepts would be quicker. Also, maybe put on the recoil masteries. I think the recoil masteries could have helped me a lot just because of extra damage. So I finished it within 30%. And I think maybe skipping that one SP3 would have been good. Just seemed maybe to slow things down a little too much. I'm not sure if the benefit I got from it was worth it. So yeah, those are all my thoughts. And so here I am just doing a cleanup, just basically using the same strategy I did before. And again, still a little scary just because of, you know, it's Thanos and I'm trying to intercept. So both of those are very scary things. So I'm just waiting for my my sandstorm to proc again. And so you can see like this fight can be super slow. I sort of threw a heavy. I'm not sure why I threw it there. What I was thinking. So I got 14 charges, and she's a Saga champion, so I feel like she should have done extra good damage. Here it is here, and then I throw my SB2. Again, SB2 puts those physical vulnerabilities on, which is nice if I can get an SB1 off. It just is, yeah, the physical vulnerabilities go pretty quick, I feel. And then they turn to passives because of my light attacks, so they refresh themselves. I was just trying to get my sandstorm up, intercept, and get a big SB1. Got 15 charges. 15 charges is okay. Definitely would like a little more. Of course, now here comes the game, the intercept game. The intercept game is so slow, and you can see I lost my physical charges basically right when I threw them, which is sad, but yeah, good damage there. 500,000, 600,000 total. Pretty close to finishing it off here, but have a pretty good amount of force charges too. You know, once I feel like you get above 20, they sort of expire. I feel like, more fast, and I can sort of keep them up. So get hit there. I was a little worried. If I eat one of these, I think I'd die. So I matched the dex at all. Now just trying to get an intercept, of course, get hits. I'm feeling a little bit unnerved here. Fire up the sandstorm, bait out the SB1, and I just get one intercept, which I don't. Trying again. And there it is, and now I can throw a big SB2, which hopefully will finish him, and it does. And so there we have it. So, yeah, I feel like that's sort of an underrated part of these fights is trying not to time out. This fight in particular, because yeah, it's just hard for me to build force charges that quickly because it requires intercepting. So I would say the two things I'd want to do better, probably use recoils next time if I do this fight. And the second thing is I probably would, I don't know if I'd try more light intercepts. I'm not a great at light intercepts, but I feel they can be a lot quicker and maybe a little more safe. I mean, I feel okay about regular intercepts. You can see I had a pretty good ratio. I felt like I, maybe in, 7 or 8 minutes of fights, just messed up 1 or 2 times with my intercept. You can see here we're far ahead of them. And so, yeah, I think we'll win this match. And so, yeah, another interesting fight. Looking around the map, I feel like most people were soloing a couple of one shot or 2 shots, I guess is what you call them, one death. And so yeah, overall good. I'm curious to see how some of the top alliances are doing it. I have a feeling as the season gets on, we're going to start having like the top alliances are going to be like a 1, 2, and 3 deaths, and maybe sort of the next level is like 5 through 10. We're sort of there already if we only have 8. And so, yeah, the war season continues. Very interesting, very fun, and hope you're having a great war season too and enjoyed this video. And I'll see you again soon in another one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.